Welcome back, everyone. This is Matt Topolsky from A Matter of Opinion with Matt Topolsky, and we are here for our live election special. I have my good friend Darrell and my good friend Noah right here with me, and they are going to talk to us tonight about homeless awareness here in Houston, and about how you can do your part raising greater awareness for this event. These two gentlemen are going to be joining us at the end of the month on November the 18th for Music, Arts, and Media, and a pretty cool event that they're going to be doing right here at Orange Sports Bar, which you can find on Richmond, and we thank them for hosting us tonight. So, Darrell, I'll start with you. Can you tell me a little bit about your organization and how you got involved in this?
Okay, my organization is called My Fellow Man Alliance. What we do is house the homeless. We started out 3 years ago. We've been around for 3 years. And what we do is get individuals who are on the street into residential facilities so that they can improve their lives. We started doing the Houston Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week. That's a mouthful.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can only say it the one. When me and Noah got together, and we decided that we wanted to do something to actually showcase some of the smaller agencies. Noah had been doing the sleep out for 2 years. Well, he'd done it 2 years prior. And so we decided to do it in a different way this time. So I'll let Noah tell you a little bit about what sleep out is and how that works.
Awesome. Well, you know, the great thing about having Noah here is this time I actually remembered his name. And Noah, thanks so much for joining me, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
You have done, done a hell of a job when it comes to raising awareness for this issue. You can tell us a little bit about how you've been involved in this, and tell us about your best impression of Forrest Gump, if you will.
Okay, I get to Forrest Gump later. Back in 2007, Matt, I walked from Houston, Texas to Los Angeles, California. It was to raise awareness for homelessness, and the journey wasn't a direct route. Most people assume that you take the quickest route, which is straight out I-10, but that wouldn't have helped me with the awareness piece because there's so much desert there. So I had to take the long way around, up through Dallas, Amarillo, Albuquerque, Flagstaff, the Grand Canyon, and down to the Mojave Desert right at the end of summertime. It was 1,800 miles, around 20 miles a day, and every day stopping, making sure that I got the media out to different smaller shelters that deal with homelessness in the United States so they can get some shine. Because it's not just organizations like the Star of Hope, it's all the smaller organizations like the My Fellow Man Alliance, like Andrea's Hope, and several of the other organizations in this city and across the country that do the everyday grunt work to help get people off the streets. And so as I spent a couple of weeks in the desert, burning, ruining my feet and tanning quite a bit, my mind got to working quite a bit. And I was like, how can I make this last beyond what I've done so far? And that's where the Sleep Out came out. The Sleep Out came about then. And actually, I wanted to build it into a week of events that would be recognized by all of the organizations in the city and across the country. Come to find out that National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week is this year will be its 25th year. It just hadn't been observed in the city of Houston. And so we did the Sleep Out a couple of years. It was successful, but the week didn't kick off until I met up with Darrell and we figured that we could actually make a pretty big try at this. See if we can make it happen. And November 13th is a Sleep Out Saturday all across the city of Houston. November 14th starts Houston Hunger Homelessness Awareness Week. And it'll go all the way through the 20th. And this will be the first annual. It'll be something great.
That's awesome. And if someone wants to learn more about this awesome event, where can they get information about this at?
Well, they can go to www.myfellowmanalliance, or they can go to www.hhhaw.us, which would allow them to sign up for the Sleep Out. But what was great was the idea that Noah had. It's a great way to bring a greater awareness to what's going on here in Houston, which is it has the third largest homeless population in the nation. So the fact that we've never observed the Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week before is just insane because we have such a big population. So it's a great time to bring it here.
Can you guys talk about it all? I don't know if you would know this. It's just a question that comes off the top of my head. Why the city like Houston, Texas, which has such a robust economy and continues to move forward, has such a homeless problem here?
It's a couple of different reasons, but you got to realize with the economy the way it is, a lot of people don't realize how it really affects people. They don't realize how it seriously affects individuals. People that used to consider themselves middle class are now homeless. What people don't realize is you can have a family that's living with a sister, an aunt, a brother in the basement with another family member with their children. They're considered homeless. That's homeless individuals if you don't have your own place of residence. So what's going on now is the economy is one big factor. Mental health issues is one factor, and there's a large population of veterans that are homeless after the war.
That's a great point. And I guess the point that Darrell is making is that it happens fast, ladies and gentlemen. Contrary to popular belief, there are a lot of places in this country which are still experiencing economic strife. And on my show and the segments that y'all have watched, and I really appreciate you guys at home for watching them, we've made light of issues like residents in the Heights being upset because there's a Walmart that's going to be built somewhere a distance from their community. And it is amazing that I see as many as 5,000 and 6,000 people organizing for something like this. But I don't see nearly those amount of numbers of people organizing for events like this, which are a necessity to raise awareness to the fact that we have human beings sleeping on the street. And it's a problem that we need to fix. And I appreciate both of you gentlemen for being here, for doing something about it, and for doing what I like to talk about all the time, and that's creating synergy in the community. This man right here walked over 1,000 miles and stopped at as many shelters as he could to raise awareness to each and every individual shelter. And I think there's something to be said about real civic involvement in the community. And I know that we're comparing apples to oranges here, but I think this is a huge issue, and we need to raise more awareness to it. So thank you, gentlemen, very much. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that y'all would like to hit on before we break here?
Well, I just would like everybody to go to www.myfellowman.org to see the week of events. We have a whole week of events that everybody can get involved with, and a bunch of different agencies that they can get involved with so they can help out. Everybody can make a difference.
Awesome.
And I like to say, just when you bring up the concept of synergy, this MAM event is an example of that. We have different people from different spectrums of life that Branda brings together, that MAM brings together into one space. And then we're mixing this in with the different organizations, with artistry, with entertainment, with creativity. All of this comes together to create a positive outcome. And it's all about people getting together. So it's not exactly apples and oranges. If you look at it, apples and oranges are both fruit. So it's all we're trying to make a fruit salad of positive.
I love fruit salad. I mean, who the hell doesn't like fruit salad? I mean, right?
Everyone loves fruit salad.
That is great.
So that's it, man.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We're going to break for a second, folks, but stay tuned. We're going to be right back, and I'm going to have a very popular individual, Bobby James, join me along with my friend Marcus Tyree, who's a local economist, and we're going to talk about bridging the cultural and economic divide here in America. I think it pertains to what's going on tonight. It's election night. I hope you voted. We'll be back in a minute.